NCIS. Sydney continues its thrilling second season with Episode 4, Truth Sabre, an emotionally charged and high-stakes hour that tests the resolve of the Sydney-based team like never before. With a gripping murder investigation, tense character dynamics, and a shocking revelation that could change everything, this episode is one of the strongest yet. A brutal crime scene. The episode opens with a striking visual. A Royal Australian Navy officer, Lieutenant Callum Dwyer, is found murdered in Sydney's Darling Harbour. The crime scene is gruesome. Dwyer has been stabbed with what appears to be a ceremonial sabre, the kind used in formal naval traditions. The brutality of the attack raises immediate questions. Was this a personal vendetta, a military conspiracy, or something even more sinister? Special Agent Michelle Mackey, Olivia Swan, and her team, Deshaun Jackson, Sean Sager, Evie Cooper, Julie Narkle, Bluebird Blue Gleason, Mae Verney Hazel, and J.D. Dempsey, Todd Lessons, arrive on the scene, instantly noting the precision of the wound. It wasn't a random stabbing. Whoever killed Dwyer did it with purpose. A deeper mystery. Initial investigations uncovered that Dwyer had been part of a classified naval exercise known as Project Triton, a war game involving the Australian and U.S. navies. According to his records, he was due for a promotion, but his sudden death raises the possibility that he was silenced before he could report something. Mackey and Deshaun visit Dwyer's fiancée, Sophie Langford, a marine biologist who appears devastated by his death. However, her initial grief soon gives way to an admission. Callum had confided in her that he was being followed in the days leading up to his murder. He had feared for his life. Meanwhile, Blue and Evie trace Dwyer's last known whereabouts. CCTV footage shows him at a naval club the night before his death, meeting with an unidentified man. The footage is grainy, but J.D. recognizes something familiar about the man's posture. As they enhance the footage, shock ripples through the team. The mystery man is Captain Adrian Munro, a highly decorated naval officer with ties to Australian intelligence. The truth behind Project Triton. When Munro is brought in for questioning, he remains stoic, insisting that his meeting with Dwyer was about an upcoming deployment. But J.D., who has a keen eye for deception, notices Munro's subtle nervous tics. Something is off. As the investigation deepens, Mackey and her team uncover that Project Triton wasn't just a war game. It involved testing an advanced sonar technology capable of detecting submarines at extreme depths. The project was supposedly a defense initiative, but sources within the intelligence community hint at something more. The tech could also be used for covert surveillance on foreign and allied vessels. Dwyer, it turns out, had discovered that the technology was being sold to a private contractor without government oversight. He was about to blow the whistle, until someone silenced him. Betrayal and the hunt for the killer. As pressure mounts, Mackey receives a mysterious tip from an anonymous source directing her to a storage unit in an industrial district. Upon arrival, she and Deshaun find a hidden stash of naval files, including classified documents on Project Triton. Among them, they discover something chilling, evidence that Munro had received untraceable payments from a shell corporation. With this new lead, the team confronts Munro again, but before they can make an arrest, he disappears. This triggers a manhunt across Sydney, with NCIS racing against time to catch him before he escapes the country. In a thrilling chase sequence, J.D. and Evie track Munro to a secluded marina, where they find him attempting to flee on a private boat. A tense standoff ensues, with Munro holding a pistol and demanding a way out. Just when it seems like he might get away, Mackey outmaneuvers him, taking him down in a swift takedown that showcases her no-nonsense approach. Aftermath and a shocking twist. With Munro in custody, the team pieces together the final puzzle. Munro had orchestrated Dwyer's murder, but hadn't done it alone. He had an accomplice, someone still inside the Navy. Just when they think the case is over, a late-night call to Mackey changes everything. The voice on the other end is the same anonymous tipster who led them to the storage unit. But this time, the message is different. You've only scratched the surface. If you keep digging, you might not like what you find. The episode ends with Mackey staring at her phone, a look of uncertainty in her eyes. The truth about Project Triton is far from over. Final thoughts. A strong mid-season episode,